everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Getting to Know Your Neighbors. I'm working with Park Bench again, which is a community website to interview another local business owner in a community. I am Hamid Pourkasraei, real estate agent and property manager with Amex Realty. And today I am here with Linda Winterton, the owner of Pilates Inc. in North Vancouver. Thank you for joining me, Linda.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so if you're ready, we can go right into the questions.
Okay.
So first question, describe your business for me and how did you get started?
Well, I actually came to Pilates with a shoulder injury many years ago that I couldn't seem to get fixed or get through. And someone suggested Pilates. There was a little studio in West Van, and I bought a little package. I think it was 10 privates. And halfway through, my shoulder was fantastic. And we hadn't done a lot of shoulder work, and I couldn't figure out why it fixed. And then I started to realize that it was a whole body system that changed your posture, and that relieved the shoulder 100%. Okay. And that was it. I started apprenticing with him right away. I was so into it.
Okay, so that's how you get started. So the person that you went to for help ended up teaching you as well.
Yeah, he ran an apprentice, and then he actually ended up moving away, and I did a second apprentice with the Stott Pilates, which is sort of a Canadian-based school.
Okay. Yeah. And why did you choose this profession?
Well, I'm in the helping field. I worked for 24 years at Lionsgate Hospital, and I really wanted to do something in service. It makes me happy. I love working with people. And this way, the people I work with have to fix themselves. I'm just a facilitator. Mm-hmm. So I get to watch people get better in leaps and bounds, and it's really satisfying.
Okay. So after you did the training and all that stuff, and you decided to kind of do it for yourself as well, start your own business with it?
I started right away with my own business. I used to rent a friend's daycare and actually move all the stuff out of the room and teach mat classes. And then I started buying equipment. I just grew. I'm on my fifth studio now in North Van.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when did you start?
1999.
1999. Okay.
Taught my first class.
Wow. Amazing.
So, yeah, it'll be my 22 anniversary next month.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, of course, we've been going through a pandemic. And my next question is, how have you had to transition your business during this pandemic?
Well, we had 4 either total closures or down to just private, mask on, 6 feet apart. So there's been a lot of, the new keyword is pivoting. Mm-hmm. And, the first time we closed, that was so hard for everyone. I have a lot of friends that are local business owners, and we just didn't think we were going to survive.
Right.
We just sort of limped through, and then we reopened. I took some equipment out, so everything was far apart. We started teaching with masks. And thank God, we're in Canada, and we had some help from the government to get through. I don't think I would have survived without that help.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. So is it kind of slowly getting back to normal for you a little bit?
Well, we're still 6 feet apart. I'm keeping the bubbles with each other, so I'm not letting strangers work out with strangers. And not to be the doomsday girl, but I sort of feel like we probably have a 4th wave coming.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay, next question. What is something most people don't know about the business?
Well, 2 things. I answered that question. Number 1 is the location. We were in a funny commercial building that doesn't have any signage, and it just looks like a condo, so no one would think there was a business in there. So I have to send 12 photo essay of where to park and how to find the front door. So that's always a whole thing for the first time. And then the second is that I had a 24-year career at Lionsgate Hospital before I even started Pilates.
Okay, wow.
So 2 20-year careers under my belt, and I'm not even 60 yet.
What did you used to do?
I worked in nutrition.
Okay.
So in a way helping, but I couldn't make you eat properly. So right. This is way more satisfying because I actually see you getting better.
Okay. You can grill them a little bit.
That's right.
What would your customers say they love most about your business?
Well, that was a hard one for me. So I actually texted one of my clients and said, what would you say? Because it's not a question I ask. And she said, my knowledge of how the body works and my ability to apply that to each and everyone's needs, different tight parts, injuries, I'll have a program plan. They'll come in and say, yep, I was power washing all weekend and now I can't move my left arm.
Mhm.
So I have to, in the moment, come up with something that, unwinds the problem, but still lets them have a workout. And she said, I inspire many personalities to do the best they can. So
Okay.
that's a nice way of saying I'm a taskmaster.
Okay. Okay, well, it's a very nice compliment. Next question here. What kind of services do you offer and who are your typical clients?
Well, the client typical, there is no such thing. I've worked with young all the way to, in their 90s. I've worked with actresses that have stunt roles to people that are waiting for a hip replacement. So Pilates can be just applied or back engineered for anybody. And I could super challenge, or I could just keep you limber and ready for either. I've done shoulder and hip and knee replacement for 6 or 8 months leading up to surgery and then post-surgery.
Right. Okay.
And had really good results.
Okay. That's great to hear. And then next question, what is something most people don't know about your business?
Probably the thing about Pilates, and the most common question for 22 years is, it's just like yoga, right? And because I teach equipment Pilates, it's nothing like yoga.
Right.
So Joseph Pilates was, born in the 1800s and died in the 70s. And nobody really knew anything about him. He didn't anoint anyone to be his successor. And I actually just read a biography from a lawyer that worked with him in the last 6 years of his life and how they pivoted themselves to keep Pilates alive. So there's all these stories about him, but nobody was taught to be his underling. So We've just run with it and kept it going.
Okay.
So thank God for those people back in the 70s that were so addicted to Pilates.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. I'd never heard that story before.
And it wasn't until it hit LA, there was one of the teachers that worked under Joe that moved to LA and got Raquel Welch and various movie stars into it. And once they did it, then it became popularized.
Okay. It became a little bit more mainstream.
Totally.
Okay. So next question is, I think you may already know this, but Park Bench is a community website that shares everything local. So with that being said, can you please share with everyone what you love most about North Vancouver?
No, I could talk forever about this. I was born and raised here in the 60s. So I've spent my whole life hiking in Lynn Canyon, 45 years, swimming in the river every summer, hiking on all these trails. And I was saying Lower Lonsdale, which is now Lolo, was sort of a rough, kind of, my mom didn't want me to go down there on the bus. It's scary, and now it's this urban oasis where if you live down there, you can walk to everything.
Right.
I often take the bus with my peeps and we go down for happy hour, and we've done the shipyard before COVID.
Right.
And just that, the Spirit Trail, there's just so many great things. And the sea bus, jump on the sea bus, go downtown, come back. You don't have to live downtown.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, I kind of remember that we came here in 95, and I remember I couldn't go to Lower Lonsdale by myself.
Right. That was everybody's rule. Now they would encourage you to go there.
Yeah, for sure. So with this is our last question. Anything exciting going on with your business that customers should know about?
Well, we're just pivoting ourselves. We were lucky enough to get the grant to launch online. So I'm working on a brand new website, and we're going to have an easier way for clients to create their own personal practice. So they can pick a mix of online and in-person classes, both group, private, semi-private. I also teach stretch therapy, which is its own modality, and I blend that with Pilates if needed for clients. So there's going to be lots. We've got a physio moving into the room. So I'm really hopeful that we're going to move forward out of this pandemic and be able to, have an open studio back like it was pre-pandemic.
Awesome. So if you do the online classes, how does that work, like for the exercise and things like that?
I'm going to mimic the equipment with flex bands and small props that people can use at home, just stuff right in there, a chair, a flex band, and a yoga mat. Stretch therapy, you don't need anything, same thing, just a couple of bolsters or a pillow off your sofa. I'm also wanting to share my knowledge for like up and coming physios or Pilates teachers. When you finish the training, you might know the exercises, but when somebody comes in and they can't execute it, how do you back engineer that movement and get them going? So I want to do a teaching sharing for new teachers and physios that want to use the equipment.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
So with that, we have wrapped up the interview. Linda, thank you so much for joining me with this for this interview today. It's been great to learn about you and your business.
Yeah, so come down and do some Pilates.
I should actually. No, I definitely, with my sports injuries, I definitely should come by.
If I had a nickel for every person that said that.
Thank you, everyone, again for watching this as well. Once again, I am Hamid Pourkasraei, real estate agent and property manager with Amex Realty. If you have a business and would like to be featured in one of my interviews, feel free to reach out to me today. Also, be sure to get in touch with Linda at Pilates Inc. for your physiotherapy needs and fitness goals. If you're looking for more information regarding real estate, buying, selling, or investing in Vancouver, be sure to reach out to me. See you again next time. Bye, everyone.